Saturday's Tiffany had a lot of faith in today's Tiffany. All right. I bought
Amazing.
these. I bought these specifically to eat while we were talking, and that's just they're empty.
But I kind of thought that would happen.
So fresh off the cusp of being a going TikTok viral, Lisa Couture Candy. I guess we should do the official introduction.
Sure.
Tiffany here with the Ptbo and Kawartha's Chamber of Commerce. And you guessed it, we are live at the breakfast table with Lisa Couture from Couture Candy. I have a bunch of questions for Chamber Live today, but first of all, we got to talk about you going viral. I think I checked last night at 1.3 million views.
Yeah, it's sitting around 1.3 million in about, well, it took about 48 hours to get to 1 million views, and I'm tired, and thank God this was scheduled before, but that's the small business hustle, right?
That's so true. And I feel like maybe you had put that TikTok out and like the same day I had messaged you to set up for today. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a wild ride, but like I'm still on a cloud from the love from Peterborough, and so far beyond, it's been fantastic.
Oh, so remarkable. I saw Kawartha Now even picked up the article, was giving you some press coverage as well. So it's good to see. So Lisa, thank you so much for joining us today. You're going to be our ChamberAM speaker next week, Tuesday, March the 8th, 8 a.m. So register if you're watching, join us. Lisa's going to share a bit of her story. But today we're talking live at the breakfast table. We've got some questions. We just want to pick her brain, see where she's at, maybe see what her favorite candy is. We will get to that. So Lisa, thank you again for joining us today. Obviously, you've been remarkably busy. I know with going viral, you had to close the storefront for a couple days so you could catch up and get stock.
Yeah.
So business, Candy Couture, you opened a storefront just kind of in the first few months, I think, of this pandemic. And you were kind of online privy to that. So why did you choose PTBO for business, Lisa?
It was just something that happened so organically, and I'll kind of talk about that next week, how I kind of got it here, but I really just took a shot on this super cute idea of a candygram, and that I thought I could really do something special with it. And all of our friends and family are here, starting out in our house, and, it was just a no-brainer. There's no small business community like Peterborough. There just isn't.
You just jumped and built the net kind of on the way down?
Yeah, exactly.
So why candy? Like why candy sweets? You've got old school treats there too. You've got like the whole nerds line, which is like my heart and soul. But what made you go in the sweets direction?
It just kind of grew super organically. Like I had a whole other very different career before this, and candy honestly was never really a part of my life. But what I was craving, what I wanted to give and what I wanted to get was this idea of kindness. So this idea of sending a candygram through the mail to someone just as a surprise, I'm thinking of you, just as I'm so sorry, or like for a nan, like my mom's crazy about her grandkids, for a nan or a granddad to send their grandkids a candygram, something in the mail, which we've lost, right? Nothing good comes in the mail now. But it was the idea of something small and sweet, but that had something so special behind that actual product.
That's remarkable. And it came at a time in your life where you sort of needed this change.
Yeah.
But was there somebody specifically that like influenced you to do this, or kind of pushed you in the direction, or inspired you in some way?
Well, I had always watched small business entrepreneurs from afar, very quietly. I never said to anyone, maybe I could do that, because in the stage of my life I was in, I just never believed I could do anything else. So I always watched people like Shelby from SOS, and, just other female small business entrepreneurs, Erin Marshall at Full Tilt, all of these people, Sarah Evans, and all of these fantastic women who were showing up in my life and seeing them represent their families and themselves in such a strong way. That's kind of a general answer, but what it really comes down to is my best friend, Allison Potter. She has been a huge support as I transitioned from what I kind of call my old life into my new life. And she's a small business owner and went to create her business when she had 3 very, very small kids. And just, I always just thought, if she can do it, I can do it. And if I work as hard as she's worked, I can do that.
It is a beautiful thing to see that recognize the inspiration from other kind of female entrepreneurs to strong women. Such a great message leading up to International Women's Day, which is the exact day that you're coming to speak at ChamberAM. So it's a perfectly fitting. So we sort of touched on the fact you've got lots and lots of social media followers. You're everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Personally, what's your favorite social platform and why?
Oh my God, right now it's Sasha Harrison. So if anybody doesn't know her, she's a influencer, a local influencer who is just representing women in business. Her and her family bought a farm. Her energy is infectious. She is just growing, and I just watch her with her small kids and her family and her farm and growing her business. And I'm just like, this girl has the energy. And just watching someone on screen, I really do pull from that when I see them really, really, really hustling for what they want.
Oh, I'll give that.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Oh,
yeah.
And as far as business goes, do you prefer Facebook, Instagram, TikTok? What's kind of your favorite to play?
I like Instagram the most, I think, because it's so hyper local. Especially for Ptbo. If you look up a Ptbo hashtag, there are many, but just the way that small businesses come together on Instagram. I mean, TikTok's been my favorite this week. But again, I'm very, very, very new to TikTok and was very, very intimidated by it, and just kept going and never stopped, and it happened. And I think that's such a great message generally, but also in a greater sense.
I agree. It's uncomfortable to be outside of your comfort zone, but you did it anyway, and you kept doing it, and look what it did, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So Couture candy, Ptbo, what's your favorite candy?
Okay, Nerds Clusters. And now that there's a new flavor, it's just like, next level. If anybody hasn't had them yet, the 2021 most popular candy by far. There you go. But I also just love this Australian licorice. And I tell everybody it's the most simple thing: raspberry chocolate or raspberry licorice filled with milk chocolate. And I'm sold out of it, so don't go to my website. But it's called RJ's, and it's fantastic. And when I'm sold out of it, I go and get it at One Fine Food.
Supporting Ptbo.
Exactly, right? Yeah, exactly.
I'm a big fan of the Coke bottles. I've always been a Coke bottle gal. I know you have you have like the big Coke
bottles. Yeah, see, that's what I'm having this morning.
Yes, and I ate all of mine on the weekend. But not to worry, you've got more. We're going to head out to Couture Candy, Ptbo. So next week, International Women's Day, Tuesday, March the 8th, 8 a.m. Please register, join us. Lisa's going to share with us. And Lisa, can you give us a hint as to maybe what you might be sharing with us next week?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about this theme of like thinking about what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail. That's, and it's just a big, huge part of my journey. This theme, we talked a lot about in, my old life, at my old job. And if you really think about it and think about what you can do and how your capacity can just grow if you have an open mind, the journey can really be something incredible. So that's kind of the theme we're going to go with.
You are remarkable. You're
Oh,
an inspiration. You're one of those people that your energy just fills cups, you know?
thank you so much.
Thank you. We are grateful. Register for Chamber AM Tuesday, March the 8th, 8 a.m. This has been Live at the Breakfast Table with Lisa Couture, Couture Candy, PTBO. Follow them, Facebook, Instagram, definitely TikTok. And if we want to shop online, Lisa, how do we find you?
You can go to couturecandyptbo.ca.
Excellent. And if we are shopping in downtown Peterborough, where are we heading to?
386 George Street North, and we're open Monday to Friday, 11 to 5. Saturday is the funnest day downtown, and we're open 10 to 5.
Excellent. Look for the pink doors. Check it out. Lisa, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day, everyone.
See you
Stay safe.
later.